Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is I, Sir Angry Dwarf. Today we're going to be playing some Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. I figure we're going to start off with this baby here. I have noticed, I've been playing this for a while, and I've noticed that the mods are, most of the mods that I've done so far, I can't speak for all of them, but most of the mods that I've done so far, amazing. Today we're going with a 1966 C10 Stance Works. It's got a 2-carb overhead valve supercharged motor. So, we're going to be doing that one today. So, let's get started here. Apparently we take off the bed. Nice. Take that off. The one thing that I did find is really weird with the mods. I mean, you get this kind of stuff here, but one thing that that apparently that fender comes with, takes the headlight out. Okay. The front end off. So, yeah, what I found with these mods here, sometimes you got to put them in specific order when you go to put them back. That's really the only one that kind of gets me sometimes, but I mean, I like the mods. I like being able to work on actual vehicles. Oh. Don't have to worry about tail lights. I think we pretty much got it all. So, sorry about that. Let's move it over here to the lift. Get it up off the ground. Go over here. So, I have been playing this for quite a while now. I wanted to get the hang of it before. Alright. I wanted to get the hang of this before I started making videos on it. It's easy sometimes to send these to the wrong send these to the wrong bay. Kind of where it didn't. That's gonna be the whole fit. Alright, that's why. Send that back. Send that back. Alright, I'll raise this up. So I'm probably, I don't know. The thing that's hardest for me about this game is the wheels and tires. I think I've got this down to almost a science, but so I can't remember how many mods I actually have on this one, but I got like the Skyline. Should have took. Oh well, I'll get to that stuff. I haven't done the Skyline yet. I did the Lincoln. It was called the Men in Black on the Lincoln Continental, and the one bad part about that is whenever I drive it, you can hear it just constantly scraping across the ground. But I mean, it sits low like this one. I mean, we'll probably get the same thing with this one. Oh, the rubber bushing king. So, oops. So I've kind of, like I said, I've kind of got this down to a science. I've done it so many times. There's a certain order I go with, but it's not going to be too shabby. We should be able to get this done pretty quick. started seeing this game on YouTube a lot, and almost fell in love. Just wanted to play it so bad right off the bat. Was actually messing around one day and found it on the Play Store for my phone, my Android. So I actually started playing it on the Android, and there's a big difference between the Android version and this version here. So I can honestly say this: if you're playing the Android version, considering about getting the PC version, I can tell you, if you like the Android version or the phone version, I don't know if it's, I mean, I'm guessing it's available for Apple phones, I'm not sure, but if you like the game on your phone, you'll like this game on PC. So there's a plus. Oh, we should be able to drop that. See if we can't spin around here. I try to buy everything I can right off the bat. You get to a point where you remember everything that it needs without looking too far into it. You know, as soon as you get done off the bat here. But yeah, I've done the as far as mods go, I think I've done the Focus RS. And I've done the sway bar links. I did the 79 Trans Am, I think it was. Yeah, 79. The mod was a 77 and 79, but I think I did the 79. I don't think I've done the 77 yet. Did the Dodge Cornet 440. The only thing that there's quite a few things I would change about this game if I could, but obviously I can't. So, but one thing that kind of gets to you is every car sounds pretty much the same. Like every 4-cylinder sounds the same. Every V8 sounds the same. But yeah, I was kind of iffy about getting this too, because the phone version only lets you do should be able to pull it out like that. The phone version only lets you do the barns, and then when you buy one from the barn, you can only fix what's wrong with, like, you can't, it's not like this one where you can mod everything up and put aftermarket parts and stuff like that. It's so I was kind of iffy on getting it, but after watching YouTube videos, found it pretty clear that this would be a better game. Okay, let's say, well, I don't know why that wouldn't let me take it off, but I got it. So this will be my first YouTube video. So hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself so far. Like I said, hopefully we'll get this done and won't be taking too much of your time. I bought a what is it, house flipper. Bought that today. I'm gonna give that a try. See what I can do with it. Try to get everything, and I'll be making a video for that as well. It seems like a pretty cool game so far. It's almost like car mechanic simulator for your house. But we are going to... Oh, that's right. It's got to come off first. We're going to aftermarket the crap out of this thing. I gotta take the rods out. Sorry about that. Yeah, trying to figure out exactly which games will be put on the YouTube channel. Shouldn't take me too long to figure out what games I want to play. I'm trying to get some people and get some multiplayer on here as well, but for some reason that's a lot harder than what I thought. This is very tedious. There's parts in this game where, I mean, it's cool that you have to go through and, you know, do all this. You actually put the rods in rockers, all the screws and everything. What the heck? Everything like that. But man, does it get tedious. You gotta be dead on these things. Takes you a while to get to the fun stuff in this, but it's one of those things. I can tell you this too, whenever we go to put this back together, you'll see how much I have in my inventory, and I really need to get in there and clean out all the junk parts from my inventory. Alright, go up here. Like these, oh man, these clips sometimes get on my nerves. What's really bad is when you get through, I haven't done it yet, but I've seen it done, where you get through putting everything on and the car won't start. You try to figure out why your car won't start, because I mean there's a way you can do it and it'll tell you why your car won't start. But if you just try to figure it out yourself, it can be tedious when it's that clip missing off of that. And oil, adding oil. That I've done. I've done some pretty weird things though. There's one time I forgot to put the drive shaft back into the car. I had the rear end, had the transmission, the gearbox. I just completely forgot to put the drive shaft back in. There is a lot of mods for this as well. There's a ton of mods. I think the last time I checked, there was I had it set for 30 mods per page. I want to say there was 14 pages. I mean, some of it is like license plates for other countries and simple stuff like that, liveries for cars, and I try not to go too crazy with the mods, but after you get some of the mods done, it's hard not to go insane. Alright, so come in here and repair all this stuff. Pretty much just spamming this button right here. Oh, something didn't fix. Was that pink? That looks pink. That is pink. And that one's purple. That really makes me wonder. That's alright, we'll see if... Usually, whenever you go to put everything back together, you can go into the mod body shop and you can get different things for your vehicles. With this one here, I'm going to try to stay as close as I can to what it looked like when it came in, because I'm not, with it being so low to the ground, I'm worried that I would put a mod on there or put something on there and it not work correctly, you know, not fit and impede with how the vehicle works. Okay, so we're going to start off in the tuning shop here. We're going to need an alternator. Go with the camshaft. 2 carburetors. Go with the clutch plate. You know what? I don't... Oh, this was supercharged. Ugh. I've done so many of the other ones. My bad. That's alright. We can still use them. I can use them on another car. I know we need the fuel filter, fuel pump. We need distributor, coil, distributor cap, rotor, the V8 wires. And I hate the fact that on here you cannot get aftermarket supercharger parts. Everything is... I gotta go stock for it. Alright, so that's all we need from here. So we'll go here. Let's see, we got the radiator, blah, 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 blah. So we need 2 front rotors, 2 back rotors. We're gonna need 4 brake pads. We need the cam gear V8 overhead valve. Already got the camshaft. Oh, this should be clutch release bearing. They don't have one of those at the other shop. Crankshaft V8 overhead valve. We need 2 of the double wishbone. Yeah, so no, I don't even remember what the exhaust was for it. So we need 2 front caps, 2 front springs. Steering knuckles are usually good. All that's usually pretty good. Sway bar B. Always need a fuel tank. Got all that at the upgrade shop. We're gonna need oil filter. Always need an oil filter. Always need outer tie rods. Always need piston rings. And I do this every time. Inner tie rods too. You always need those, and I always forget about them being up there. Always come across the outers and reminds me that you forgot the inners. This should be... Oh, we do need the rockers. Serpentine belt V8 overhead valve A. Serpentine belt V8 overhead valve B. We need the supercharger belt. Sway bar link. I can't remember if that's on there, but we need them anyway. See, so when you get to a point where you know what you need for the vehicles. The bad part is when you do these mods and like this one's lower to the ground. I can't remember if there was sway bar links on it, which I mean isn't a problem. I can always get 4 because I know in case I ever forget something, I got them. But it's hard. Oh, yeah, that's not what I wanted. I swear I'm a better typer than this. But you get to a point where, you know, you figure everything out, but you get these mods, and sometimes they skip the tie rod, sometimes skip the sway bar links, sometimes they straight up skip sway bars. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this because I'm going to put the car together. And some of the stuff isn't correct with the mods either. But you'll see. We'll see. Hopefully it goes pretty smooth. Usually it does. Aftermarket. Make sure we got the aftermarket pistons. And also too, you get almost the same power and torque out of the motor no matter what vehicle it goes in. That gets frustrating sometimes. But what can you do? I honestly, they have DLCs, and I know that some of the DLCs show, you know, you get like extra tracks and stuff when it comes time to drive this around. They have quite a few. They have the Chrysler pack, which is, I'm a Chrysler guy, so that was into it. But they have a Chrysler pack, and they have a Dodge pack where you get the Charger and the Challenger. They have, what is it? I can't remember what the other one was now. But they have a Mazda one. I think they have 5 DLCs now, which they're $5 a piece. And if I would have thought about it, I could have just paid. I think it's $50, and you get everything, all the DLCs, the whole game. So, oh, and I also, already put it on. I also got the one where you can upgrade your shop. You can do all different. I did the floors, the bay doors there, did the columns. I mean, you do a lot of stuff as far as the customize your shop goes, like the aftermarket one. Put on an oil filter, alternator, and this is we can put the camshaft in. Yeah, see, I got tons of camshaft, but I can never remember, you know, if I have one or not when I'm in the shop buying stuff. So I just buy one. Just buy one anyway. Alright. So I might go out and go ahead and flip this back over. And we'll start here. There we go. I really need to go through and get rid of that stuff. I just, I always forget, and I don't want to go in and just start eliminating things like right now, because I don't want to eliminate something that I needed, and you know, like the wheels and tires. I like to see exactly what they got on them, and I go through and I've deleted that stuff sometimes, and I have no clue. I gotta go through and guess on what they had them on, and so it's frustrating sometimes. So I try not to do it while I'm in the middle of doing a vehicle, because you can set it to where you like. I usually, what I do is I go through, and after I finish one, when I remember, I can go through and do where I eliminate all parts that are 99% condition or worse, and I'll do that. But I know there's going to be that one time where, oh, exhaust man, that, oh, manifolds in here. Exhaust manifold V8 overhead valve. Oh wait, I want to do this. Exhaust manifold V8 overhead valve. I thought I bought those. I guess I was wrong. I guess with talking over it, I forgot them. Oh well. Okay, we're done with this side. Let's go over here and do this one. Come on. I said this is the tedious part. And I try to keep it like this instead of zooming in. I mean, it makes it quicker for this kind of stuff. But it's hard. It's hard to transition. See, you gotta be right. Be on the right spot there. Sometimes when you're this close, it's hard to transition to the next part. It's getting annoying. Oh, yeah, sorry, I do have the music off because I usually don't listen to the music that's on here. I'll play my own music in the background. If I remember next time, I'll put the music back on. See, I was right. Man. Sorry guys, it's late right now. Apparently I've been up too long. I bought those carburetors there. But I bought them. Actually, I don't know if I did or not. But I know I was going to. And said, oh, I don't need those. You do need them, dumbass. Alright, wait. I tell you one thing though, man, was it a hot one today outside. It was one of those days where you feel good. You walk in the door and that AC hits you. Oh yeah. Got my swimming pool set up yesterday evening. My kids got they were outside all day long today swimming. Went out and did some stuff with my best friend, hung out with him for a little bit. And my girlfriend's family hung out with her sister for a few. And man, was it hot outside. I don't know why I did that. Did I buy them? I did. Some beauties. I know I didn't buy the filters for this. Nope, sure didn't. Okay. And don't have the filter there. I have to go here. I think we go, yeah, scoop. We need 2 of those. Alright. You can put those on. Oh, probably should have bought a scoop while I was there. I don't know if the other one was repairable. It wasn't. Alright. So, what I like to do now, just go around and make sure everything's put on. Looks good. Alright, so take off the engine stand. Use this to install the motor. Another thing I like to do is go up here and go down and make sure everything's at 100%. Good. Install that puppy. Send that back home. Back in this engine bay and see if we can't. Here's your lucky. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Save that. Usually these are the brake servos and the ABS pumps and modules usually end up being pretty good. Yeah. I don't think I've had to buy. I think I had to buy a servo once. Well, I bought a bunch because I didn't. Every time I went into the shop, I thought I would need one, and I was wrong. Looks like everything under the hood is done. So we back out of that. Lift it up. We are getting this done pretty quick. Alright. Ooh, not very often do we have to replace this. Cross member D. I think that's only like the second time that I've had to buy one. Gotten pretty lucky. And rubber bushings. What I do, I honestly buy 30 rubber bushings at a time. You go through so many of them. So the knuckles were good. Rubber bushing, yeah. Oh, we're gonna need an upper suspension arm. Rubber bushings there. Actually, buy one of these now before we forget. Well, I don't know if you guys would have forgot, but I know I would have. Double wishbone. Those are never good. Your wishbones, you always have to replace them. So rear muffler. Oh, it was a rear muffler. That's why we couldn't find it before. Alright, let me put the steering rack in. Inners. Yeah, these never fix them. You can never repair those. So always buy them. That's why I said you get to that point where you know what you have to buy. You just... Alright, so I'm going to put that on, but I'm actually going to wait to put that tire on. Because sometimes when that tire gets on, you know what? We're going to buy a gearbox. Even though it doesn't do anything. Oh, I wanted to go through and put back to that other... Oh, well. See? I told you I had a bad memory. I can't even... Oh. Couldn't even remember what I was talking about, but it just clicked. So, I try not to put the tire on because the ghost glow from it, like this, gets so large, it's hard to click on anything else. And it just gets in the way. So, I try to wait to do that. I love the fact that you can hit... that they did different ways to do everything. As far as here, I can either click on this picture here, or just hit enter. That makes things so much quicker. Put that, spin this around. See? Rubber bushings. It's always rubber bushings. Oops. Go back to here. I think we were good on these. I think everything made it. Oh, I got a lot of bearings. Got a lot of bad caps on there too. Put the brakes on. We'll wait for that. Alright, we got a good cross member back here. I don't remember. Rear sway bar B. I wanted to go back into here, so I didn't have to do this, but... Rear sway bar B. I don't think we had sway bar links on here. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Almost done. Alright. Cool. You always love to see when you go through these and... Yeah, like there. We got two good ones. Love to see that. Brake. And brake. Or, I'm sorry, rotor and brake pad. New fuel tank because you can never fix the old one. Aftermarket fuel pump. And guess what? More rubber bushings. I'm telling you. At one point I had so many rubber bushings. I thought, oh, you see that? Finally coming to the end of my rubber bushing phase. I think I'll be able to finish this one out and not have to do bushing. So we will see. See, that's it. It's like, I don't know. Some of these, like, it's just floating there. You have pieces just floating there. Which I understand. I mean, you got the mod. They're doing the best they can. Makes it look decent. See, that's so big. That's what she said. Michael Scott. Okay, sorry. But it makes it difficult sometimes to try to get around that. Jeez. Just send me over that direction. Come on. I gotta put oil in it. I forget that a lot. Alright, that should be it for underneath, but Yeah, so rear muffler D. Ah. Rear muffler D. I need 2 of them bad dads. Brand new. Brand new. I didn't even see if they had those in the... Before we do that. I don't think they have. No. Okay. We're good. Lower down. Before I forget. That's not what I wanted. Yeah. Okay. So here's a nice little trick I figured out. When you're filling this, wait for it. When it drops down like that, give it a few more seconds. Good to go. That way you don't have to... I mean, if you wanted to, you could come over here. There we go. I mean, you can check out the dipstick. But if you go with that, you're pretty good. You're pretty safe. Alright, so now we're going to get tires on it so we can move it. What did they have on it before? So they had... I thought they were going to be bigger than 20s. That's alright. Is that what they had all the way around? Yeah, it's looking that way. 225, 35, 20s. Okay. Oh. So, let's see. Yeah, I'm not really one for black rims, but I'm not gonna lie. This one here did. I believe we're just gonna go with that. I believe this is what they had on it before. I forgot to look. I try not to put the same rims on it because I kind of want to put my own. Now, because because we have so much aftermarket in there, if we don't buy at least 2 slicks, you slide everywhere. There's no way to control it. 225, 35, 20. Alright, so I need 2 of those. And then for the front, we're going to do race tires. 2 of those. 225, 35, 20s. I got 2. Okay. Let's go over here and mount them. Then we can get that truck off the lift. Have to put the slicks on the back. Mount and balance. Come on. Come on. See if we can't get these. Oh, we may be able to get them all mounted before that one was done. I am a vapor too, so when you hear this, I'm sure you know that's what that is. So balance some more. Alright, part mount. These. That was the slick, right? Yeah. Alright. It doesn't matter if you do these the right way on the game. But it's one of those things where... Make sure it's a race tire. One of those things where... You get so used to doing that in real life that it looks and feels really weird if you don't do it in the game. Let's see if we can get this one put on before. Oh, it just raised up. We did that pretty quick. Yep, the last good one. Awesome. Now we move car. There's not much room there. It's pretty much riding on the frame. Oh, come on. There it is. Stop cab. Ooh, wait a minute. Because I think... I hate when it does this. Put the front end back in there. I might find another one like this and see what the aftermarket parts are for it, but for now I'm just gonna stick with whatever was stock. Is that even gonna shut? What the? Oh yeah, yeah. There's plenty of room in there. Ooh. Left body window A. Left body. Oh, wrong one. Left body window A. Wow. Got quite a bit. Definitely gonna have to come. Definitely gonna have to come back and see what mods can go on which. See. Will not fit step side. We don't have the step side. See, this is one bad thing about it here. And these are the ones that the same size that came on it, so I hate when it does that. I obviously need to stay in this mode to put it all back together. Hopefully the glass is good. That's rear. Oh, that was easy to find. I can honestly say it's usually. I mean, I get that they have to name it different things to get this all to fit right, and front left door window. Mm. Let's get the tinted. For Suburban. Can't remember if I bought that or not. We're gonna buy it anyway. I think I did. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at what they got here for aftermarket. Oh, we gotta put aftermarket. Hold on. Let's try custom 2 and custom 3. Let's see what those look like. I should have. Yeah, I got the chrome. That's what I wanted. Sometimes you gotta. Oh, what's that? What was that? So we already put in. I guess that's just gonna be blank right there. Unless it is glass. Alright, we're gonna take this out. Put that in there. Take that off. Ah, wrong button. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh. That doesn't look bad. Got one more to do. Oh, I like that one. That's what we're gonna go with. I think I got everything in. Taillights, bumper, door, hood, headlights. Yeah, we're all good. Now we get to the inside here. What kind of seats does this have in it? Seat 4. Okay. Apparently I couldn't access the tablet right there. Let's see. Here. Let's go with these. C4 leather. And steering wheel wise, there's one I want to try. I really want to try this one. We're going to see what that looks like on there. I have yet to use this wheel. That's not what I wanted. That. And then put that one in there. You know what? I don't know if I put a starter on this thing. Wouldn't be the first time. I forgot it. Oh. Alright. You know, I'm kind of digging this paint job too. I think I'm just going to leave it that way. Move car, we'll do the paint shop. My favorite color is green, so And I wish there was a way. I mean, not, livery is 0. And that is a pretty sweet car. Color. Let me go with a more, like a darker green. I'm gonna go with that. I'm not really too worried about the paint here. And for some reason it always looks different in this paint booth. It's like the lights they use. Oh, here you go, Mason. There you go, Mason. Sorry, inside joke. Okay, so originally this V8 2-carb overhead valve supercharged motor engine was putting out 459 horsepower. Let's see. Let me get this. And 832. So I think I did the same one in the Cornet, and I had 1016 on the horsepower, but sounded exactly the same. Move car back over here just to get one final look at it. Looks good. Looks damn good. Yeah. Alright. Let's hop. Actually, let's see. The vehicle's worth is only 54,522. Okie dokie. Well, let's start her up. Let's take her for a spin. Let's go to the airport. Sorry if I seem a little sluggish, guys. It's late. 1 o'clock in the morning. It's taken almost an hour to put this whole car together. I'm going to switch over to the Xbox controller to do this. Come on. Come on. Usually doesn't take this long. There we go. Yeah, did you hear that? That wheel looks... I don't know, I think that wheel looks kind of cool. Alright, well. Let's check it out. That's what it looks like out in the sun. Alright, let's give it a shot. Yeah, you can kind of hear it dragging. Not as bad as that Lincoln I did was, though. Looks like we topped out at 235 kilometers an hour. I think it's a pretty cool looking truck. Whoa. Yeah, you can definitely hear it dragging. No way. Gauges don't work on it, but that's alright. Beating up the bumper. Well, there she is. Well, that'll do it for this video. I'm going to leave it here. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Subscribe. Look at that. I really like that car. I think this truck turned out amazing. Sounds good. Alright, well, this was Sir Angry Dwarf, and we'll see you next time.